And this is my cousin that we are going to be asking questions to today.
Got it. I want to live in, like, Alabama. My school's in the middle of cornfields. And then you walk around inside the Walmart, you see about 7 people you know. It's like a club. Like, don't try and break out your tap dance moves.
Yeah.
Or your ballet moves at, like, Walmart.
Yeah.
Because that is the club.
From Carlos, is it true that white people can't keep rhythm?
The majority can't. They can be taught, though, I think. I think we can be taught.
I mean, we have some drummers that are white people and stuff.
Yeah.
So they have to keep rhythm.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think you can be taught. I don't think it comes naturally to anybody. Yeah. But I think that, like, maybe white people aren't taught it as much as kids by their families because their families suck. So.
Their families were never taught.
Yeah, and their families were never taught. It's generational
it's a
rhythm
problem.
poverty.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
That should be something that one of these presidential candidates talks about because it's an important issue.
Except not Joe Biden. I don't feel like he could help
I
us.
don't think he could get the sentence out to explain what the issue was. Be like, rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's none.
Come over here, we'll dance and I'll smell your hair.
Yeah. From Riley, what seasoning do you put in your potato salad, if any?
I don't eat potato salad.
I don't usually, but...
I don't like mayonnaise. It's just, like, gross to me. So
weird because I love mayonnaise.
It's, like, I mean, like, okay, if it's, like, on a sandwich and it's spread really thin, then I'll do it. Like, if I go to the McDonald's and I'm like, 1 McChicken, no mayonnaise, and they put mayonnaise on it, then I wipe it off. And then there's a little left, and that's fine. But, like, they freaking take, like, both hands and they, like, scoop it and plop it on your burger. Like, there's more mayonnaise
sounds
than
like
fake
my
chicken.
kind of burger.
Gross.
Alright. From Carlos, is there a more generic Hispanic name than Carlos Garcia?
I mean, I don't really know. We only have white people.
Pretty much.
Actually, that's a lie. That is
there
a
are
lie.
some
My friend Cora is Hispanic.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
She acts like a white person though, Cora, don't you?
I mean, that's what we have. Matthew.
I think everyone acts the
like
same.
that.
But I mean, she was raised by white people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really care. But yeah, I don't really know.
Okay. Also from Carlos, would you let Quinn pick out your tattoo?
I love her, but no.
That's what everybody has said.
Like, I don't want, like, a unicorn on my butt or something, you know?
I mean, yeah. From Riley, would you consider a name made up of 3 first names a good enough name? Example, Richard Eugene Arnold. And would you continue on that name for 4 generations?
Not if it had Eugene in it. I'm guessing now that that's his actual name.
It is.
I don't like that name for some reason. Sorry, but I'll probably not have to deal with you, so I don't care if I offend you that much. But, like, I mean, technically Scott could be a first name.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my brother's name, all my male family's names could be, like, first, middle, last, all real names, so.
Yeah. Would you continue any of those on for 4 generations?
I mean, they kind of do. They alternate EWS and DWS initials. So, maybe.
I mean.
But probably not Eugene.
Yeah, believe it or not, we have 2 people in our group chat who are the 4th in their family. Carlos and Riley are both the 4th. Alright, from Talitha. If you had to pick between the 2, is Maria or Talitha better? Name.
I mean, Maria is closer to mine.
It's true.
So, like...
It's the Spanish version of Mary.
Yeah. So, like personally... But if you're looking for, like, a more unique name that no one in Indiana anyways will have, then Talitha, for sure.
Yeah. Is ABCDE a good name for a child? I don't know how you would pronounce that if it's supposed to be just
like
pronounced.
ABCDE?
Absidy.
Absiday.
Yeah, I think I did think that out.
Absiday. I feel like a hipster kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than naming your kid, like Steamroller or something. like there's worse names.
There are worse names, yeah.
Like, not my choice, but...
Yeah. There are way worse names. Also from Talitha, your opinion on people smashing two names together for their child's name. Example, George and Regina equals Georgina.
Like, if it's tasteful. I mean, like, if your dad's name is Mark and your mom's name is Ellen, then naming your kid Markellen sounds stupid. You know?
Yeah, a little.
Like, if it sounds like it could be a real name, then yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my dad's name is Eric and my mom's name is Fatima. So if it's like Team Eric, that's just dumb. It's like,
Eric.
Don't name your kid your ship name.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like, as a rule, like, I mean, like, if your ship name is like something normal,
yeah.
like Andy or something,
yeah.
and you can name your kid Andy, and it'd be like, oh, it's cute, but don't take two completely, like, random names and squash them together and be like, my kid's name is now Slether. You know? Stanley and Heather, that's what we came up with. Yeah.
I love that name.
Name your kid that, your firstborn. I'll name my first child Waylon, and you can name yours Slether.
From Talitha, you don't know me, but can you make a detailed report explaining how I am better than all of Kendall's video other friends? How can you write a report explaining why Talitha's better than all my other friends that are in videos?
Bullcrapping is my specialty, so yes.
Yes.
I'll get started on that in 20 years.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Also from Talitha, would you watch a show/movie if it was in a different language?
I did that once, and it was really hard to understand. But, I mean, if it was good enough, but not if it was like a dumb one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put that much work into it.
Yeah. Also from Talitha, what's your favorite color?
Blue. That's why. This is blue. That's blue. This is not mine, but it's blue.
Have you ever committed a crime? Also from Talitha.
Trespassing. Speeding.
Let's not lie. All of us have trespassed at some point.
All of us have
probably didn't even realize it.
Speeding. Not a whole lot of, I don't think I've done anything unreasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure I completely followed all the rules I was supposed to follow when I had my, license for the first couple months. Just because I didn't even realize, but I'd, be coming home and it's like, oh, well, technically I'm not supposed to be driving right now. But it's been, 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I did anything,
Yeah.
I've never,
intentionally done something horrible.
Yeah, I've never intentionally broken, a hard rule. Never killed anyone or, intentionally bashed someone's head in. Or unintentionally. And I never did any drugs.
Yeah.
Or drank.
I mean, those two are hard for a lot of people for some reason.
So, I mean, I've lived a pretty boring life.
Yeah, me too.
I think, if I live to be 96, I'm just gonna, rob a bank. Because if I get away with it, then I get away with it. And if I get caught, then I only have to live for, 2 years in jail.
Yeah.
And I could have had money. So, who cares?
I mean, honestly, I don't know why more old people don't commit crimes.
Yeah.
You don't have that anyway.
No, it's because if we're being realistic, I'm gonna, like, sit in a chair and crochet. And probably rewatch Hamilton another 15 times, you know.
Also from Talitha, rate my forehead.
I mean, like, I feel like...
I hope you'll edit this in, Talitha, because you can't see it.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, like a 9. Like, pretty good forehead.
It's a pretty good forehead. You have a good forehead, Talitha. Don't be so self-conscious about it. From Carlos, do you think that my eyesight is bad because I once had chlorine in my eye?
Probably shouldn't drive. Probably
not at all.
Probably not at all. Probably, or read, or anything that requires your eyes. Actually, I would wear, like, a
He
blindfold.
wants to be a doctor, so...
Oh, well...
That's
you
out.
could be an eye doctor or a heart surgeon, because neither of those things require sight.
From Carlos, do you say data or data?
Data.
Correct.
Although I feel like if I was in, like, a fancy situation, like,
I mean...
okay, like, say we were in the middle of a nuclear war, and I worked for the government, I would be like, I just pulled the record from the database, because that's what fancy people say.
Yeah.
Who are in important situations.
But normal people...
But if I'm in, like, calculus, and he's like, what is on your, like, what do you call the things on your tea table? I'm like, data.
Yeah.
Because that's what normal people say.
Yeah. Don't try to be fancier than you are.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
It makes you sound hoity-toity.
Stuck up.
Yeah.
Alright, from Riley. In the hypothetical scenario that a person from 6th grade reaches out to you after 7 years and apologizes for running away after being asked to a dance, rather than saying yes or no, how would you respond? Asking for a friend.
I'm going with, probably ask them out. Because if they're apologizing for running away, then they're probably trying to make, like, conversation in, like, out of nothing, you know? And they're probably trying to, like, bring up the fact that you wanted to date them and didn't. So, they probably want you to ask them out.
It's not good advice for this person.
Oh, well, then don't. Ignore everything I say.
Carla suggested that they dance with them.
Oh. One option is to take, like, a sprayer hose and aim it at the sky so it rains for a couple seconds, and then dance in the rain with them, and then run away from them.
Yes.
Payback. Yes. Payback time. And then, if they try and come near you...
You leave the hose spraying at them.
Yeah, you leave the hose. And if they try and chase you, scream like a goblin.
Yeah.
And that will scare them away. You won't have any problems anymore.
Pull out the knife and fork that you keep in your back pocket at all times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretend like you're gonna eat them and run at them.
That's what I do with the neighbor's cat, so... during our ongoing feud.
From Carlos, are long-distance relationships doomed to fail?
If you, like, were dating the person, like, seriously, before they, like, moved or something, or before you moved, then no, it can work. But if you're just, like, on Snapchat, my friends, and you meet a guy in Georgia who's actually a terrible person and your friends tell you not to date, and you're just like, we're gonna date, that's not gonna probably work out.
Yeah, probably.
Because you never met them. And you can't even go on it. I just realized this makes noise.
That's okay. Alright, also from Carlos. Would dolphins do cocaine through their mouths or blowhole?
I don't know. Can they suck in through their blowhole?
I don't know. You're supposed to do cocaine through your nose, not your mouth, though. That's the thing that I was confused about.
I think they have a nose.
I think they do.
I mean, like, you're supposed to do it in a line and then roll up a $1 bill and, like...
Yeah.
So, I feel like that'd be really hard for them to do on their backs. Like, I mean, like, I guess they wouldn't need, like, a $1 bill, but they'd just be, like, trying to, like, roll up the ground without rolling over, because then they'd get the cocaine on, like, the front of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with their mouth.
Yeah.
If it was one of those options. But I think they might have a nose.
Pretty sure.
But I'm not a marinologist.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you just say something really confidently, people assume that you're right, okay?
You weren't far off. I was just kind of like, yeah, okay. From Carlos, is piracy a victimless crime?
It depends. If you're pirating something from Disney, they got enough money. You know?
They make like $30 billion?
Yeah, like, you know
I
what?
looked it up for a report on, like, Monday, so I don't remember, but...
So, like, I mean, like, if you steal something from Disney, instead of buying, like, a whole movie from them, then, yeah. Just put that money in your college account because they have a butt ton of money. They don't need your money. But if it's, like, some, like, little tiny band that has no money, then you're a buttwad, and you should not do that.
Alright, from Talitha, what is the longest you've ever gone without sleeping?
Like 36 hours. I've only pulled one like all-nighter in my life.
I feel like I've probably gone a solid 48 at least. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I came home and slept. I turned on The Office and then I slept for 6 hours. And then I ate dinner and then I slept for like 12 more hours.
For like 10 hours after an all-nighter. Also from Carlos, which injury is worse? And he showed pictures for you.
Oh, charming.
So,
I mean, the first one looked the worst in terms of, like, misery and sadness and, like, visually.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never, knock on wood, had any of those injuries, so I'm just gonna go with the first one.
Yeah. There's a lot of conversation about all that. And I don't want to read any of it. Also from Carlos, what would happen if I took all of the different types of drugs at once? And how would you describe that trip?
I'm gonna go with you go to heaven or hell. And that's what that feels like. I feel like you would probably OD. Maybe if you just had like a smidgen, though.
Mm-hmm.
A smidgen of all
just
of them.
Like a little tiny bit.
Like
a little
just a smidgen.
size.
Yeah, like a sample.
Yeah.
A drug sampling tray.
Yeah. We say this like we would know.
Yeah. That I feel like would feel like I don't know, like I don't even know how you would do that though. Like I don't know how you can literally take all of them at the same time.
Because some of them are like pills, some of them you like smoke, and some of them you like snort. So like I don't know.
What if you like melt them all down and drink them like cough syrup?
Be a heck
what
of
happens
a cough
if you
syrup.
eat pot?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with inconclusive. And someone tell me what happens if you eat pot.
From Talitha, even if you leave the state, can you ever truly leave Indiana?
I wouldn't know. But I'm gonna go with it depends on if you're like in northern Indiana or southern Indiana because they're pretty much two different states.
Yeah.
Like southern Indiana is like more like Kentucky.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Even though we hate Kentucky.
I don't hate Kentucky. I would rather live in Kentucky.
I hated Kentucky when
I don't like UK.
I mean, that
no
must
one
have
does.
Been me. Yeah.
No one likes UK or U of L. They both suck and are full of terrible people. They're like sending me stuff in the mail. Like, do you want to go to U of L? I'm like, I don't want people to think that I like them. You know. But if you live in northern Indiana and you're a northerner, then no, you suck, and all you eat is corn.
I'm glad I wasn't a northern Indian.
No, my dad's from northern Indiana. Well, central, but that's still northern for here. He doesn't understand time. He thinks that I'll be out in a minute means an actual minute.
From Jaden, who wrote The Voyages Extraordinaires, which was a series of 54 novels. Who wrote it?
Oh, I thought you were saying she wrote it. No. I was like, what?
So who wrote it? That was the question.
I'm gonna go with Patricia Eugene. I don't know.
From Carlos, who has The Voyages Extraordinaires, which it was a series of 54 novels. Who has all of them? Because there's 54 of them. Who has all of them?
I'm gonna go with two people have the whole set, because you have to collect them. Because there's 54 of them. So only two people have them. One of them is Jaden and Patricia Eugene, who wrote the series.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those are good guesses, at least. Yeah. From Jaden, can you name 3 books from The Voyages Extraordinaires, which was a series of 54 novels?
The Voyage, obviously. The Voyage 2, obviously. And Extraordinaires, obviously.
Yeah.
She looks like she wants to kill me.
From Carlos, do you know when The Voyages Extraordinaires, which was a series of 54 novels, was written?
1931, but it takes place in 1812.
Jaden says, do you not even know the answer to that one, Jaden? Alright, also from Carlos, do you think that anyone will write a series longer than The Voyages Extraordinaires, which was a series of 54 novels?
I mean, I don't know for certain. I'm not really supposed to say this, but Patricia Eugene has another series in the works. So...
Is it going to be longer?
I mean, 55 books. Hard to say. And actually, I think the Berenstain Bears probably has that beat. Like, I feel like there's like 300 of those.
Yeah. Hang on, let me find the next question, because everybody just dropped like flies. But I know Joey came back. Okay, I found him. I think the rest of the questions are from Joey and Talitha, so these next few are from Joey. Why did so many people leave this group? I don't know that was intended for you, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
It's because they stopped caring.
That's exactly what it was. Also from Joey, is it because they don't like Hoosiers?
I mean, at least we're better than Kansas. So.
What? Okay. From Joey, does one put oyster crackers or in redneck chili, or just leave some noodles undercooked? Or hillbilly chili, as he corrected himself.
We cook our noodles here in the sticks. I don't know why you would think that, but I don't know why you would buy oyster crackers for chili when you could just crumble up saltines like a normal person.
I think we've done both, but I don't like chili, so...
Some people...
I know I'm a disgrace.
Some people in this room suck.
I know,
at their eating decisions.
I am a disgrace. I don't like corn or chili. How did I ever live here? Alright, from Talitha, do you live in, like, country Indiana, or...
I live uncomfortably close to people right now. My old house, I couldn't see my neighbors. There was, like, at least, like, some trees blocking it. Like, they were kind of close, but not that bad. Here, it's only, I don't know, like...
A mile or something?
No,
Not a mile.
I have neighbors out this window, and out the back side of my house.
Much farther apart than probably any of our houses are from other people.
Yeah, I mean, my neighbors on that side are cows. So, but, no, back here, I'd say my closest neighbors are about, like, their property is, like, 30 yards from my house. Just a little close for comfort. I want to live on a hill where I'm about a mile away from everyone.
Maybe away from our closest neighbors.
Well, I chose to not suck, so.
Talitha also said, I can't picture Indiana being very vibrant. LOL.
Actually, it's really pretty up here sometimes. I mean, like, we wouldn't think it, but, like, whenever the sun goes down over the corn, it's pretty glam. Or, like, rye fields are gorgeous. We have some really pretty, like hills and stuff. At least we don't suck and it's all not just flat. I live in a swamp. There's a couple other swamps that you wouldn't think. We have Lake Michigan up at the top where the sucky people live, but that's kind of like a beach. We have lakes and ponds and, like, it's pretty vibrant, honestly. People aren't really as much, but...
I mean, what do you expect? It's people. From Joey, would it be considered improper for a hostage negotiator to listen to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor on the way to work?
I hope they do, honestly. If you have that job and you're not doing that, then what are you doing with your life?
What's the point?
Yeah.
From Joey as well, how many miles in radius, the shark being at the center of the radius, can a shark detect blood in the water?
I mean, like, does the shark have allergies? Because, I mean, I think it depends on the shark and the time of year. Because if the nose is stuffed up, then it obviously inhibits that.
Yeah. Alright, also from Joey. If a sibling decides to lean their head on your sternum, is the proper reaction to take to shove them away from you? There is no good way to read that sentence.
I mean, your sternum's right here. It's kind of a weird place for a person to put their head. I mean, yeah.
From Joey, Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
I mean, I used to have Pokemon cards for like 6 months, so I don't even know what the other thing is.
Yeah.
Probably never made it to Indiana.
From Joey, will Carrie ever fight someone?
Yeah.
Carrie, she's in our group of friends.
Oh.
You don't have to really know who she is to answer the question. Just yes or no.
Yes. I'm going with yes. I feel like that's a fighting name.
She's the one that says she's gonna fight everybody, and we're all like, but are you?
Yeah.
From Joey, what is Florida Man?
Florida Man is usually a escaped mental asylum person.
Probably.
Or an old person. Because those are the two kinds of people that live in Florida.
Or those of us that haven't been diagnosed to go into mental asylum.
Yeah. And what happens is the escaped or various like mental hospital people or the old person tries to do something illegal involving an alligator and children or meth, and they get arrested and the rest of the world mocks them.
Yeah. From Joey, how would you rate this meme if it will load?
Do you have my internet?
No, but it's fine. You just look at it there. How would you rate that meme?
9 out of 10, because some people would be mad at me if I posted it in my Instagram story. But still pretty good.
I mean, I would totally post it. From Joey, has true communism ever been accomplished?
I mean, technically, the early church was communist. But they were communist under God and not a bunch of rich men.
And I think it was more like a choice kind of thing.
Yeah, you know? Like, they could opt out, you know?
Yeah, they could be like, sorry.
They could be like, I'm not going to be part of the church. It wasn't like... And like, people weren't, like, corrupt either, you know? Like...
It was like here's all my stuff, spread it amongst the people as needed.
It was like sharing.
Yeah, it was.
And it wasn't like sharing, you will give me $43.
Yeah.
Because that's your share. It's like, here, share with you. So I mean, I think like in theory, communism is good and could work. Like, I mean, like,
yeah.
Technically, houses are communist, right? To some degree.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you all work together and contribute to the house for the common good. Or socialist, anyways. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really care.
I mean, from Joey, will the Chiefs run out of money considering the fact that they've made a contract with Mahomes to keep him for 10 years at the expense of $500 million?
I'm hoping so, because, wait, it depends. If they can beat the Patriots, then hopefully not. If they can't, then I don't care, and hopefully they do.
I mean, they won the Super Bowl last year. I don't remember who it was against. Do you remember, Jade?
Chiefs.
I thought maybe you would care because Joey likes the Chiefs.
Chiefs and, I watched the whole game.
I didn't.
Chiefs. Was it?
I don't remember.
49ers, I think.
Maybe, yeah. Also from Joey, should Carrie dye her hair highlighter pink?
Highlight or pink?
Highlighter pink.
Her hair highlighter?
Like, neon pink.
Oh, like highlighter pink.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, should she dye her hair highlighter pink? I was like, I mean, you do you, boo, but like, I mean, yeah, she could. I don't know her, but I feel like she could pull it off, based on what I've heard about Carrie.
I mean, I think she would probably do it, no questions asked. But from Talitha, is it true that you have a YouTube channel? Always be plugging.
It is true. Mary Adelle, and I'm on lots of social media platforms as Mary Adelle Music, and I post mostly covers, and there's one on there with us and all our siblings, and I have 88 subscribers. I really want 90.
23. Send your subscribers over to me, too.
Yeah, we'll be plugging.
I'm confused. How do you think the fruit got explosives? He's just shared this news article title right there. How do you think the fruit got explosives?
I mean, okay, based on that, my theory is that whenever, like, there was like a blossom, okay, someone taped some dynamite or a hand grenade to, like, the blossom, and then the fruit grew around it.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever the elephant went to eat it, it was just, like, in there.
Yeah.
So that's my theory, because I know about crops, because I'm from Indiana. But, I mean, maybe it was malicious. Maybe a watermelon ate an explosive to try and kill, like, a kamikaze attempt on the elephant. But hard to say.
And Joey also said, I realize it sounds like it was the fruit's fault, but that seemed better, so I'm gonna stick with it. From Talitha, if you could relive any day, which one would you relive?
I don't know. I've had a lot of days. I don't know that there's one that's, like, so awesome that I'm like, I'm gonna live it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like Groundhog Day, you know?
Yeah, I don't think there's been a day that I wanted to be in a loop of.
Yeah. Or even, like, just once again, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, there are days that I could live with having, like, the same excitement as that day.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know if
The
I could live them
exact
again because, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, like, our football team won regionals, and that was really awesome, but I don't think I could relive that day knowing what happened, like, knowing that we didn't win semi-state.
Yeah.
You know.
Also from Joey, who is Matt Foley?
Sounds like a hair follicle.
Also from Joey, why is your name Mary, Mary?
I have 3 great-grandmas named Mary, so...
Also from Joey, do you use the word "ite"?
Only when I'm feeling gangsta. So no.
Also from Joey, what passes for slang in Indiana?
I wouldn't really know, because apparently I say stuff that people don't say. Like, at school I get mocked for it. Like, I said, moving slower than molasses in January. People don't say that at public school, apparently.
I mean, that's an old phrase, so I guess they're just too uncultured for that.
Too young. I say that I go to the Walmart instead of Walmart.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's only
I
one
go to the
here.
CVS. Yeah, there's only... See, exactly. Yeah. People
I mean,
argue.
where we live, there's like 4 within a 5-mile radius. So, like...
Oh, sucks for you. But, yeah, but, like, I'll be like, I'm going to the Walmart or the JC store or the CVS. And people mock me for that. And people mock me for calling a peanut butter and syrup sandwich kitten britches.
I've never heard that before, but...
Well, that's what I call it.
I wouldn't make fun of you for that. I've heard way worse.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, though, what people say. What was I confused about? Mostly just, like, dirty jokes is what I was confused about when I went to public school, so... Urban Dictionary was, like, one of my top looked at websites. I was like, what does this mean? Because I'm not going to ask because they don't want to explain it to me, you know?
Yeah. From Joey, do Tide Pods taste good?
Yeah, kinda. A little bit. No, I don't know.
Like fruity or something?
Yeah. Probably like soap, which doesn't taste good.
Yeah. Also from Joey, do you have any questions for us, Mary?
Again, the mariachi band question.
From Joey, what is the number 1 underrated mariachi band?
I'm gonna go with, How Long Until You Take My Cousin Out on a Date. Go back to that timestamp. That's my question for you. I expect an answer.
He said, and what are they? But you already said that. Let's see. From Joey, how many people have died by a tractor in Indiana?
You know, you say that as a joke, but actually someone died in a really horrific tractor accident literally last year near me. Mm-hmm. So it's not very funny. Yet I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Don't joke about like tractor accidents because it actually happens. Like in Indiana, like you could probably joke about them in Florida and everyone's like, "Ha ha, you're so funny." But no, like Indiana, it's an actual thing.
All right, from Joey, what's your preferred method of communication? Smoke signals or flares?
Flares for sure, more flashy.
How did America win the Civil War?
They're both America. It's a trick question.
That's true. From Joey, is Skeletor an accurate depiction of me? Joey?
I don't know. Does he want to date my cousin?
I need to get a Jaden cam.
I know, we need like a reaction here.
Yeah, we need a little reaction cam in the corner. Okay. Also from Joey, what happened to Kurt Cobain?
I mean, I'm hearing like lots of people died from Pizzagate. So, maybe. I don't know. Hard to say.
Also from Joey, could ice cream have solved the issue?
Probably, honestly. Yeah.
Also from Joey, is every town in Indiana just Radiator Springs?
Yep.
Also from Joey, what does one do for fun over there?
I go to the Walmart. And we have H&R, which is the best bakery on the planet. We have the Salem Apothecary, where you can get medicine or cherry Coke.
Or milkshakes.
And we have the Walmart, and we can go to Taco Bell and eat it in the Walmart parking lot, or in Taco Bell, I guess.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
You can't do that right now, but
yeah. Well, actually, I technically live in Campbellsburg, though.
Oh, that's true.
And what we have a bar, a hardware store, a gas station. That's the only place to go if you're a kid. It's a gas station, or I'm gonna have fake coffee in this. I should keep it up. No, we have a gas station. That's pretty much the only thing to do. We have like a little park and a baseball place, but not very much.
Also from Joey, at what temperature does skin melt?
I'm going with 200.
All right, that's all the questions. So.
Oh well, that was an abrupt one to end on, but
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just said I'm done now after that one, and we're all like, cool.
Okay.
All right, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming, Mary, or letting me do this. I guess I'm the one that can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to me and Mary, and like this video and comment all the stuff, and follow us both on Instagram. Bye!